Okay. Alright, I want to make sure everything's running the way it should be. Because I was having some major trouble getting this hooked up. But it seems that we did successfully do it. I'm gonna check the audio. Okay, so it sounds like I need to adjust the audio a little bit here. So let's bring game volume down a tad. We'll pull that up. So now we should be good to go. You can hear everything. Let me adjust the audio a little bit here. So let's bring game volume down a tad. I think we're good. So now we should be good to go. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm excited about this, man. Ooh, I gotta delete some people. Let's delete him.
Oh, yeah. Well. Well, you've come to the right place. Yarhnam is the home of blood administration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yarhnam blood of your own. First, you'll need a contract.
Okay. I kind of want to go through some of the lore, because this had some crazy ass lore. Oh my goodness, I had to pick such a long name. What do we want to go for? I think I'm going to go church pick. And that thing is so gnarly. Sorry, I got cables everywhere from setting this shit up. Professional might be the way to go. Military veteran wouldn't be bad. Although I think for the church pick you only need like 8 strength. It's mostly a skill weapon. And I'm kind of thinking I'll go with arcane as a secondary. Oh, jeez. Let's see, yeah, that's skill and blood tinge. Blood tinge could be cool. Yeah, let's just go with the professional here. It's just a regular basic bitch dude that I made that doesn't look hideous. I'm so excited about this. I've been playing this in my free time, but I was like, oh, there's a whole bunch of new people that came to From Software's stuff because of Elden Ring. And so, my hope is that there'll be enough people interested watch some of the older titles, because honestly, I think Bloodborne...
All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
a hunter.
And we're in. So, if the game gets choppy, trust me, it's not the stream, it's the PlayStation. All the choppy stuff you see, I'm seeing as well. I mean, the stream seems to be running just as smooth. There we are. If only more games started with you fisting a werewolf in the ass. I think that's important. That's a telltale sign of an instant classic. Werewolf fisting? That's my jam. So from my understanding, the PS5 version of this game runs a lot better, but I don't have a PS5, so this is OG, original, clunky-ass Bloodborne. He lit my ass on fire. That was rude. Sorry about that. Ugh. I hope everything sounds good. It may take a couple of these streams to get everything fixed. Turn that down. I'm gonna pull my mic closer to me because I'm kind of sitting way back off my desk. I had to hook this up to my second monitor because my first monitor can't hook into my capture card. I'd have to get some kind of an adapter to do it. Alright, so what weapon? I kind of wanted the axe. I mean, I have enough strength to wield it, and I'll be passing it off for something else later. Oh. There is a weird input lag on my controller. It's probably because the PlayStation's going through the capture card and then to the monitor. And so it feels like there's this like half-second delay. If I was a smarter man, I might could fix that, but I don't know. I might just have to get used to it. I mean, it's not super bad.
Oh, and not one from around my Gilbert. A fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarhnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help. If there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, we should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it, but if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarhnam lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward, and deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood. Or so they say. Yarnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
I hope y'all can hear the dialogue.
To the east of Yarn, deep within
Okay. So he basically was just like, yo, this place sucks, you should not be here. And then we asked about blood, and he was like, oh yeah, dude, they got blood in there. Just go in there. Go deeper if you want blood. Why didn't you say that? Oh shit, I'm out of stand. Man, I love the R1 and the L2. Just that double wide swing. I don't know if my parry timing's gonna be on for this guy. Ow. Sweet. The guy normally kicks my ass quite a few times before I actually get him down. Ow! I don't know if I should treat this like you don't know about the systems. I wonder if I should kind of act like nobody's played this before. But then I'll feel like an asshole. It's like, start talking about its systems and everybody's like, dude, this game came out like 8 years ago. We fucking know. These doors over here, you can kind of talk and they'll give you little bits of story.
Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will you?
Most of the time they'll be like, fuck off, nerd. Ain't nobody got time for you. What was this guy say?
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you.
Yeah, dude. What do you think, I'm gonna open this door? I don't know if they have a 100% drop chance, but the dudes with rifles almost always drop some bullets. I mean, they all have a good chance of dropping something, so just kind of stick around for a minute after you kill them. Oh god, that's such a good move. Uh-oh. Hey, if you could not do that, that'd be great. This isn't working. This isn't going well. Oh, fuck me. I wasn't trying to aggro everybody and their mom. Damn it. Not a great start. I am having difficulty adjusting. And I've noticed that the past few days as I've been playing is like I'm so used to playing at like 120 frames. And I'm not dropping to 60, no, I'm dropping to 30. The shit is very noticeable. Alright, we'll do it again, but this time we won't fucking get dead. We'll get it this time. I should probably kill these guys, because they'll be up my ass. I love that double swipe, man. It's so good. I might be alone in saying this, but I much prefer the one-handed version of the axe. Like, the two-handed is definitely useful, especially for multiple enemies, but I don't know. I just like the look of it whenever it's small. It almost seems bigger whenever it's a one-handed. The handle is just, I don't know. Cripple go. Alright, this time I'm gonna get Dog's attention. Come here. Alright, I might have Dude up there's attention, but I think I'm okay. Run right past them and get this asshole. Golly, the frame rate is just gnarly bad. It's so hard that it adjusts. Enough with the pushing and shoving. There should be another group of them coming back up this way. So let's see, yeah, there they are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Owie. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, you can transform mid-attack, and it gives you... Most of the time, the transformed attacks hit real hard. In fact, you could just sit there and spam back and forth. Oh wow, I got an antidote off of that bird? That's pretty weird. Normally you don't get antidotes till you get a old yarhnam. You can get over there and start parrying that dude, but I find early he's easy enough to kill without parrying, and I'd rather save up the bullets. And like you saw there, you can just kind of walk, put your back to that door, because he's not going to track you until he fully turns around. So you can just get right into position, knock him down early. I think I'm going to go kill the cleric beast before I go through the rest of this area. I'll unlock the shortcut and then we're gonna go get cleric's ass. I kinda want that hammer, but God, I love that hammer so much. I mean, we're going for the church pig, and we don't even have enough strength to wield the hammer, so we won't. I would just really... Oh, that would be happy to have it. And it's much harder to level up in this as opposed to Elden Ring, in my opinion, because it's like it starts costing so much to get a level pretty quickly. Hello. Hello, you see me? My gun has a range of like 10 feet. As you can see, you can just cheese these dudes. I better heal, because if he hits me again, I'm gonna die. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do a jumping attack. It worked out, though. Okay. Come here. And there we go. I think the other one got crammed down. Like he's under the earth. We should have, yeah, we got a full stack of Molotovs, so we should be able to kill this dude. I'll do this to get rid of the birds. But yeah, he has a real long wind up. You can just shit on him. The oil urn will make it to where the Molotovs do more fire damage. Basically, you're lubing them up with oil and then lighting them on fire. Which that missed, I think. Oh, they got him. I'd really like it if he would stagger. There we go. Now, as long as we don't die, those won't be wasted. Definitely don't want to let him grab you. It's almost like a guaranteed one-shot at this point in the game. But I mean, overall, he's one of the easiest bosses in the game. If you can't get past this guy, you might just be fucked. Like... As you saw there, we may have took one hit, and it was very much not lethal. And you'll see that he gave us the a sword badge. Those you take back to the messengers and you can purchase new items. In this case, a big ass hammer with a straight sword in it. Which is probably my favorite weapon from the base game. And it's kind of nuts that you get it this early. I mean, granted, it scales very well. I think it ends up with an S scaling in strength. The issue is it does blunt, and it just doesn't. Everything's like not weak to blunt late, so it can be crazy good, but it's definitely got some drawbacks. We'll save our rune. Let me level up.
Very well.
We already have all that, so we'll just work on health right now. Golly, I might turn the game down. I don't know how it sounds in stream, but it is fucking loud right in my ear. We'll turn the sound effects down. How about that? We'll leave the music up. How much will this grant me? Because I really am a big fan of this armor set. Damn, I can't get it all. Whatever. That's alright. I just like the way this armor set looks. And we're coming up on a free armor set pretty quickly here. I wonder how the stream looks compared... I mean, it looks pretty good. I was curious if it was gonna fuck it up, because I have the stream pumping out at 60 frames a second, and so I was like, is that gonna be choppy if the game's resolution only goes up to 30? But it looks good. It doesn't really make any difference, as far as I can tell, at least. And yeah, in this early game, I would recommend killing everything every time you come through, because the healing items and the bullets, you have to pick those up off of enemies or buy them. They're not infinite like in Dark Souls, where every time you sit down at a bonfire, you get your heals back. But the trade-off for that is you can have 20 heals as opposed to 10, or however many is in Dark Souls. We'll have to come back here a little bit later. This lady, she's like, hey, do you know any places to go? You owe me a safe place since you're the cause of the Beast Scourge or whatever. Ah, fuck. Thank you. Third time's the charm. He was giving me the stank shoulder. Guess I'll go ahead and heal. I might use the saw spear, honestly, because I do plan on fighting Ludwig early, because the church pick is right behind him, and having... There's a couple different types of damage in the game. You have basic, I think blunt has its own, and then the special damage types are serrated, and I think holy, or something like that. And serrated is really good against beast. I guess it's like a saw blade, but as you can see, the axe doesn't have any teeth on it, so it doesn't do serrated damage. I don't know if it even has the holy multiplier on it. But if I am remembering correctly, the church pick is the only weapon in the entire game that has both holy and serrated, which is kind of why I want to use it. You want to get over here and kill these before that big guy gets you. Alright, that went exceedingly well. Nice. Okay. The bloodstone shards and chunks and all of those are your upgrade materials. So those are like smithing stones for this game, if you're coming from Elden Ring. And unlike Elden Ring, max level for a weapon in this game is 10, not 25. And we only get the one upgrade material. We don't get somber and regular smithing stones. Which just makes everything real simple and easy. Alright, I'm not on the ledge. Drop down. Over here we got a bunch of rats. There's Bloodstone. Over here we get our first Madman's Knowledge. That's used to gain insight. Insight up in that top right corner, the one with the eyeball. That's insight. It's used as a currency, and also there's certain events in the game that will happen depending on how much of that you have. So there's certain portions of the game that are much easier the lower insight you have. And then there's other portions where you'll be able to see like the amygdalas if you have, I think it's 40 or 45 insight. Golly, it gets pretty choppy whenever there's a bunch of blood splattering all over. Here we get our first free weapon. Well, I guess our second free weapon. This is the Saw Spear. Its moveset is identical to the Saw Cleaver. The difference is whenever the Saw Cleaver is transformed and elongated, it loses its serration bonus. The Saw Spear always has the serration because it has teeth on both sides. So I might use this, or I'm trying to think. I might grab the Beast Cutter from the DLC and upgrade that to kill Ludwig with. I mean, this is doing some work. I just think the Beast Cutter has so much fucking swag. Show you that when we get there. And I'm gonna just assume that you're new to the series, just for the safe side. If you're a veteran, then I guess ignore all the shit I'm talking about. In this game, as opposed to Elden Ring, you have what's called rally potential. And if I take a hit, you can see that my health doesn't necessarily drain immediately. You'll see it turns like a pink. And rally potential means I can attack an enemy back and regain my lost health over a short period of time. It's one of the coolest systems that FromSoft has ever implemented. And it kind of sucks that it never made a return. Like, they didn't do it with Dark Souls 3 or... I'm gonna die to a couple fucking dogs here. I'm gonna just sit back here and wait for them to get past me. I like how the dog is in the back. That'll help out a lot. Alright, that went very well. This is kind of a blast from the past. This was one of the first games that I recorded on my first YouTube channel when I was like... How old was I in 2015? I was like a teenager. That was 8 years ago. So yeah, I was like 16 or 17, I think. Yeah, in 2015 I was 17. Because I graduated in 16. Okay. As you can see, they'll both come at me and be a bunch of jerks. But you do have iframes whenever you're visceraling. Oh, that's another good thing to mention. If you can't parry worth a shit, this game gets way harder. I would highly recommend practicing your old parry. Because the gun itself ain't gonna hurt very much. The whole point of the gun is to interrupt. Alrighty. Drop down for another twin. Oh, no, that's a cold blood. Let's go pick up our thing here. Definitely trying to be careful because these rats, there's a whole bunch of them back here, and they're very mean. And there's no reason to come back here, other than if you wanted to fight a bunch of rats. I think the point of this whole down here area is just to fuck with you if you get knocked off. And there's our first... Okay, he fell through the floor. That's unfortunate. Right there, we just got our first hunter set for free. But I prefer the looks of this, so I'm going to keep wearing the one that I got. I'll buy the rest of the set here after a while. Let's see how this does, because this has way more AoE. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that'll do it. If only it didn't spread them out so far. There we go. Ah, it didn't kill you? Come on, man. I'll explain where we are in just a second here. So, up there is where we got the saw spear, and then we climbed up the ladder and went across the bridge. And now we're back down to where we could have dropped off. The maps in these games are just phenomenal. The way they intersect and have all these different secret paths. And you'll find that a lot of the levels will only have like one checkpoint. And the further you go in the level, the more like shortcuts you'll find. As opposed to like Elden Ring where you just find bonfires all over the place. Ah. Okay. I made a mistake. I rushed through the little girl's dialogue. I forgot that I was gonna try to go through some of the lore and backstory. So the little girl at the gate where we had to pull the lever to go through and we got the music box from, she says that her father went out on the hunt and her mother went looking for him. And she gave us a music box because her father has a tendency to forget who they are, but playing the music out of the music box will help him remember. And so she says, please, can you help me find my family, or tell me where they are? My mother wears a red brooch. And so we agree, she gives us the music box, and here we are, looking for her father, or well, her parents. But for right now, we're going to go hit up a shortcut. And how many... Yeah, we're going to go level up a weapon a couple times. I'll probably upgrade the saw spear. I think it has better scaling with dex. Dude, plunging the side of my fucking head. That was rude. And we've come full circle. As you can see, this whole area is just one lantern. And you just keep finding shortcuts. Which I guess is another pro about the healing system. Because it kind of allows you to stay out for longer, since you can get healing items from dead enemies. I'm gonna upgrade the axe, because with its base damage it does a lot more than that does. Alright, so right here we have the merchants that will sell us stuff for insight. We only have 4 and there's not really anything to buy, so I'm not going to worry about it. Right here is the other merchants that we can buy actual stuff from. Now we found the Saw Hunter's Badge. This will allow us to buy the other of the 3 weapons that we had a choice of, so the Threaded Cane and the Saw Cleaver. And the Kirk Hammer. And then we can also buy the Hunter's Blunderbuss and the Repeating Pistol. I want the rest of this garb, though, real quick. So, if you wanted to run around and kind of test out the beginning weapons, here's 5 to choose from. I'm going to equip the rest of that other armor. I don't know why, man. I just think it looks a lot better. In fact, I kind of like the Hunter gloves and trousers with it. And then you have to have at least 2 insight for this lady to help you level, which is a really cool system. And since we have 1,000 smackaroons, we'll just purchase a weapon. And go back to Central. But yeah, that's kind of a rundown. We have Gehrman, who runs the Hunter's Dream, and his story will show up piece by piece as we go through the game. That's why I didn't really mention him to start with, because you don't really get a lot to start off of with him. He's just some old dude, and he's like, yo, why don't you go out and kill some monsters, man? That's what a hunter is good for.
Yes, but the Great Bridge is the only, and during the hunt, there's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd normally want to visit, but I don't imagine you have much of a choice, do you?
So he's talking about where we fought the cleric beast, right up there. That's the bridge that leads to the Cathedral Ward. But behind the cleric beast, the door was locked. We couldn't go any further. And so he's like, oh, well, maybe you can go through the aqueducts, which is where we're heading now. So if you're getting lost at all, talk to him and he'll kind of help you through where you're supposed to go. I mean, it's not super maze-like, honestly. It's pretty straightforward. Try one path. If it dead ends, try another path. I mean, there's some pretty big landmarks to see, so... Okay, I want to send the elevator up, but I don't want to get locked in. There we go. That way if I happen to die. Now here's that bridge. And as you can see, about halfway down, actually I'm not sure if you can see, there is a group of dudes, probably 5 or 6 bad guys. And then at the end of the bridge, there's a troll and the guy that lights the ball on fire. If you were to go down that bridge, that ball would come and probably destroy you, and if it didn't, then you have to contend with all of those dudes, plus the big troll and the shield guy. You'll see what I mean. I'll explain it a little better when we get over there. Right at the top of this ladder is the brick troll, the boulder, and the shield guy that lights the ball on fire. And then behind us, you'll see a whole bunch of dudes. But if you can get him up here... Yeah, that happens a lot. He somehow hurts himself with the boulder. But by going under and dealing with the pig, you don't have to deal with any of that bullshit. You get them to all kind of just sort themselves out. Right here, I recommend... If you don't have the axe, try to visceral one of them. But if you have the axe, you can do a lot of damage to both, so... Or you can fucking miss and get hurt real bad. There we go. But yeah, just sneak up on them, get a heavy attack. If you have a smaller weapon, focus. Probably this one that's naked. He hits a lot harder and has more health. And we come to our first real boss. This is Father Gascoigne, and he's actually the father of the little girl that we talked to that gave us the music box. And as you can see, he's no longer sane. Just sitting there dismembering something.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
So he's trying to, I guess, justify his bloodlust. He's like, you'll eventually be one, I might as well kill you now. He's very weak to parries if it'll let you parry him, that is. And he's very aggressive. God damn. Trying to parry him. He's just all over the place. There we go. He's not super tanky.
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
It's so hard to parry this guy. I mean, he's quick. Whenever you get him to about 25% health, he's gonna transform into a big beast. God damn. I think I'm gonna just quit trying to parry him. Alright, there we go. Oh, and I don't have the music box. Uh-oh. Equip the music box and play it. And he'll kind of start freaking out a little bit. Trying to remember who he is. And it'll give you a little bit of time to get some heads off on him. Now, if you thought he was scary as a human, Beast Mode is way worse. He gets way more aggressive and starts hitting way harder. But if you can parry a beast, then he's not super difficult. I find him much harder to parry as a human. But yeah, Father Gascoigne is your first foray into what is happening here, the Beast Scourge. It's kind of turning everybody into this beast, anybody that's come in contact with the blood, as far as I know. And I could be wrong. But as you saw right there, we picked up the red brooch. And now that little girl that we talked to that gave us the music box said her mother was wearing a red brooch. But she didn't, whenever the mother went to go find Father Gascoigne, she didn't take the music box with her, and so Gascoigne, in his bloodlust, forgot who he is, forgot about his family, his wife and kids. All he's seeing is red, and so he slaughtered his wife. Now we'll skip this cutscene because it's just showing this area. Like it. Now we have this creepy little fella.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up and waiting for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know. Since forever, but it won't end nicely. Not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. Screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnam's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
So this guy seems creepy, and he's like a little monster goblin guy. But he's probably the nicest person in this entire game. And like he said, the incense ward off the beast, and as you can see, he's got barrels of incense lit all over the place. And it's pretty smoky in here. So now we're going to go to the Yosefka's clinic and talk to her. Because you have two options whenever you find NPCs. You can send them to Odin Chapel or Yosefka's clinic. And one of which is not a very great place to send people. Do I have any cold blood on me? Because I'm like super close to a level. Yes.
Welcome. Very well. Farewell, good.
Okay. So now we go to the first floor sick room.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yosefka's clinic upon my Hippocratic oath. If they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go.
Alright, so you have the option to send NPCs to Yosefka's clinic now, or to Odin Chapel. Now, if you couldn't tell, her voice was awful shaky. And it almost seemed like she was coming up with a lie as she spoke. She was real slow, had a lot of pauses. Well, that's because that's not Yosefka. That's an imposter of Yosefka. The real Yosefka has been experimented on and turned into a blue blob called a celestial emissary. So if you send any NPCs to Yosefka's clinic, they'll achieve the same fate. So we're going to run around and start sending everybody to Odin Chapel. Now, there are pros and cons to sending them to both. So, like, if you want to do an NPC's quest line, you send them to Odin Chapel. Because otherwise they'll just die and you'll never see them again. But if you send them there's certain NPCs that don't really have a quest line, and so you can send them to Yosefka's clinic, and whenever you get there, you can kill them and they'll drop some loot for you. So it's really up to you who you want to send where. And like my first playthrough, I didn't know anything about that. I sent them to Yosefka's clinic because I was like, oh well, it's a clinic. She's a nurse. She can cure people. It must mean that she's the good guy. I'm not gonna send all these people to the creepy goblin dude. And it turned out to be a massive mistake. Okay, just kill the things. So, we're gonna come over here and talk to this lady. She's gonna be a bitch.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what, Libby? Are you going to tell me you're not? Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done.
Alright, yeah, she's mean. She's like, this was y'all's fault. Y'all pick up the mess. And all this and that. Do your fucking job, asshole. But if you send her to Yosefka's clinic, then you kind of miss out on some really cool lore. Because her character is actually very cool. And we'll get to that later on in the stream whenever we get further into the game. I do want to mention my controller is a little messed up. You remember I told y'all a couple streams ago about the bad stick drift? So if I'm not sprinting a lot of the time, my guy will just start walking because my stick for some reason is drifting backwards. I didn't want to jump off. Jesus. Psycho. We are heading to the second person now. Now the Gascoigne family, it has a very sad quest line. It does not end happy. Yeah, see, like right now I'm pushing all the way forward and he's just walking. But to do this quest line, you gotta come over here after you get her mother's brooch.
Hello, mister. Still can't find my mum. Mr. Hunter, mummy. Leave me alone.
Okay, I hope I didn't just mess that up. Let's see if we can reset. Talk to her again, or if she's just gonna sit there and cry. Maybe you're not supposed to give her the brooch, you're just supposed to talk to her and be like, hey, I know a safe place, why don't you head there? I hope I didn't mess that up. Okay. Fuck. I think I ruined that whole quest line just now. So, don't give her the brooch. Get no response. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna look somewhere real quick for... If you send her to Odin Chapel... What is that glowing? Is that an item, or is that some kind of weird reflection? I don't really know. I don't know how to get over there either. But if you send her to either one, she doesn't end up making it. If you send her to Odin Chapel, she'll take this path to get there. And of course, she's seeing all these, you know, the undead dudes sitting in the sewers and the crazy ass birds. And so, as you can imagine, she'll start hauling ass, and she'll haul ass directly into this big pig. And if you kill him, he'll drop what she was wearing, which I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, yep. Alright, there it is. The messenger's ribbon. So she did come this way and get eaten by the pig. So with that, we should be able to go back now, reset, and talk to her sister. I hope. I'm telling you, this quest is a little bit wacky in how it goes, how you have to get through it. Ow. Wait, how do we get... Where am I going? Where am I going? I need to go this way. Sorry, I'm getting a little lost here. So you find her red ribbon, and it's not supposed to be red, it's covered in blood. In fact, if we go look at it... Where would it be? Would it be in here? No, no. Yeah, Messenger's red ribbon. The thick, pungent red was drawn from the organs of some unfortunate victim. A strange choice indeed, but perhaps for the messengers, wearing this accessory constitutes a form of mourning. We may have to restart the game again to see if it'll let us talk. No response. Let's reset and see if her sister shows up yet. If I messed up the quest, then I'll just tell you what happens. But it's way better to see it for yourself. Yep. Crazy long load times. Good old Bloodborne. Okay, well, I guess I fucked it up. So, her sister will show up at that door, and she'll be like, "Oh, where's my sister? I told her to stay here. Where the hell did she go?" And you tell her, "Oh, I sent her to Odin Chapel." You go find her ribbon, and then you give it to the sister, and the sister jumps off of the roof and commits suicide. Therefore ending Gascoigne's bloodline. So, it's pretty awful.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before
And he'll give you the flame
I
sprayer.
made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable. But this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate. Unharmed by the plague of beasts, I can even die human.
Okay. So that kind of concludes his quest. We will see him again, unfortunately. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, well, the beast scourge didn't affect me," which is lucky. Yeah, I was incurably ill, and it gave me a lot more time, so that's cool. At least I can die human. And we'll just leave that as is for now. Yeah, and that weapon he gave us is actually pretty crazy strong. If you're running an arcane build, which is like this game's equivalent to intelligence, that thing can do insane damage. In fact, I might see if I can't meet the requirements to use it for a specific boss. Ooh, I do meet the requirements. But just to show what it does, it just sprays flame. Pretty simple. And here's the lady that we saved.
I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yarnam's in, it's all your fault. You put it to the outsiders. Our blood's ruined. Tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type. You. I know all your tricks.
Alright, yeah, she's like, the things were fine until the outsiders came along and started ruining our blood. Well, just superstitions of an old woman. Crotchety. Grab this item and then haul ass away. You'll see a big black hole forms. And you don't want to know what that is. It's actually such a cool reveal whenever you find out what those are. Okay, up here we get a whole bunch of upgrade materials. These guys are really big and intimidating, but they are super easy to kill. I mean, they're kind of tanky, but they're pretty slow. You can just walk around, heavy attack them a couple times. Alright. And most of the time they'll drop either healing items or you can get upgrade materials off of them. Get his attention and bring him back, because there's another one over there. Unless you just want to fight too. I always have trouble fighting this one. I don't know what the parry window is. It's so weird. I mean, in Yarhnam, I was able to destroy these guys, and then this one in particular fucks with me. And then whenever you take him out, you can come over here and just get a backstab on this guy. Which I should probably explain how those work, because it's way different than in Elden Ring. In Elden Ring, you can just walk up behind something and light attack and you'll backstab. It doesn't work that way in this game. You have to walk up behind them, charge up a heavy attack until you hear that gling, and then you'll put them in the stance for a visceral. So yeah, it's a little weird, but whatever. Now right here, you want to haul ass right past this dude and kill this thing. Now we can deal with this guy. There we go. Yep. There's all those. Those things are called wandering nightmares, I believe. The things that drop upgrade materials. They're just little blobs. Kind of run around, skitter around, and you kill them and you get upgrade materials. And typically, if you play Dark Souls, those are the same as what are they called? Titanite lizards or whatever. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, they'll run away. If you don't hit them before they run away, then they'll vanish. But you can reset them just by restarting the game or going and resting. And now we start our descent into Old Yarhnam. Let's get our two-handed all ready to go. Shit. Oh my god. I should probably put some points into endurance, because I have no stamina. I get to attack like once or twice and then I'm out. Can't even dodge. All that health ain't gonna help you unless you get stamina enough to move. I guess I could do a quality build. I mean, that would get it to where you could use whatever the hell you wanted. But I wanted to put a big focus on having points into both health and endurance. These guys are the easiest to practice parrying on. Their parry window is massive. Usually you have to wait for an attack to come down on you, but with those guys, you can parry them on the wind-up. Okay. You fucking losing ass hair dog. Made me whiff 3 times. God, I really wish they would just port this to PC. Nice 120 frame rate. Maybe some improved graphics. I mean, the graphics are pretty good, in my opinion, so I would just be happy with the frame rate. God damn, son. Dog's beating my ass. Now over here we have a new NPC. You can kill this guy right now if you wanted to, and he would drop you a badge for one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. The Logarius wheel.
I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Logarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Alright. Now, if you kill him now, if you get that lucky, that is, because he is very strong. But if you did manage to kill him, you do get his weapon, but it cost like 40,000 echoes to get. And so you'd be sitting here farming forever to get it anyway. And you would lose out on the opportunity to have him as a summon to help us with a boss fight coming up. So I recommend, if you're gonna kill him, wait for now. Kill him in a little while. Plus, I think you need like 10 arcane and 20 strength to wield that weapon in the first place, but It's not even that great of a weapon. It has the same flaw that the hammer has, where it deals blunt damage, which is just a bad damage type. I just like it because it's fun and it's kind of badass. You run around with a massive wagon wheel on your back. What more could you want? You want to beat ass with a wagon wheel? There's your weapon. Okay. So, right here, that's the door to Old Yarnam. Some things that you want to have are antidotes, because a lot of the shit in this area will poison you. And for the boss fight, we're going to want fire paper and pungent blood cocktails. It would also not be that bad of a time to actually go upgrade your weapon. Do I have enough? Yeah, I got plenty enough. In fact, I might even upgrade the flame sprayer a little bit to use it, because it should shit on the boss too. Let's level up while we're here.
Very well.
Let me put some points into endurance, because this is just bad. I get like, what? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if I swing a 4th time, then I don't get to dodge. Get that to +3, and then we'll upgrade this a little bit more. So, I guess while we're here, we'll talk to Gehrman so you can get an idea of him.
You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home. For now, I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good, you know. It's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Alright. As you can tell, he's kind of losing it a little bit. Like, it took him a really long time to remember his own name. It almost makes me wonder if he knew his name, he didn't want to tell you what his name was. But that could just be my speculation. Hey, and we have just enough to get ourselves the threaded cane. I guess I could showcase some of these weapons real quick. We already showed off the axe and the saw spear. So, the saw cleaver, if I can get a close-up on it, you can see it has teeth on this side. Let me do this. There's so much grass in the damn way I can't get a good look at it. Oh my dear God. Hang on. There we go. You can see it has a bunch of teeth on one side, but the other side is not serrated at all. So whenever it's transformed, it loses that serrated bonus. And it has this really vertical moveset, which I'm not that big a fan of. Now, untransformed, it's got the wide attacks that are real fast, real spammy, and all that. And it has a serrated bonus, so it's pretty fantastic. Next is the threaded cane. Without transforming it, it is just a cane that you beat the shit out of people with. You just whack them around. Although transformed, it turns into a whip. And whenever it's transformed, I believe it gets the serrated bonus. So those are those two. Also, another good thing to get before you go through this area is Gascoigne's clothes. Because right now, I think it has the highest resistance to poison. Yep. I mean, you're not worried about rapid poison, just slow poison right now. Yep. Has the best. Alright, there you go. So now you get to look like your favorite man. Gascoigne. Old Yarnam. I guess I could read the description on the clothes, because it kind of gives you some foresight onto who Gehrman was. Or not Gehrman, Gascoigne. A lot of the story is wrapped up in item descriptions. So we can read some of the item descriptions real quick and give you some insight. If the game loads, that is. It takes forever. Alright, let's look at this. Hunter attire worn by Father Gascoigne, similar to hunter garb created at the workshop, only these are tainted by a pungent, beastly stench that eats away at Gascoigne. Father is a title used for clerics in a foreign land, and there is no such rank in the Healing Church. So that tells us that Father Gascoigne is not from Yarnam. He's an outsider that came, and what they did a lot is if you couldn't pay for the blood transfusions, you would offer your services as a hunter. And then it says here, these are tainted by a pungent, beastly stench that eats away at Gascoigne. So I think he probably murdered so many beasts that his clothes became soaked with the beast's blood, and it tainted him and turned him into a beast. Over here we get mention of Ludwig. Ludwig is the first hunter of the Healing Church, once recruited as Yarnamites to serve as hunters. This hunter's attire was made for new recruits and has excellent straightforward defense, but not nearly enough to allow an ordinary man to stand a any real chance against the beasts. So this is just like foot soldier armor. Hat worn by the hunters who admire formality. Some hunters place an emphasis on form, as seen by the use of the threaded cane. For them, formality, beauty, and justice are the very essence of our humanity, and precisely what keeps hunters from becoming something else. So they believed that keeping a nice form would keep you from turning into a beast. That's really just superstition. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop, a fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense to anyone facing Yarnam's beastly threat. Recognizable by its weathered feathers, this cap is fashioned after one of the old hunters. And then the black hood worn upon awakening to the nightmare of blood and beast. Perhaps its wearer had to stay out of sight and travel by cover of darkness. Without memory, who will ever know? Now, some of the weapons have some item descriptions that are pretty cool too. Hunter axe, one of the trick weapons of the workshop commonly used on the hunt, retains the qualities of an axe but offers a wider palette of attacks by transforming. Boasts a heavy blunt attack leading to a high rally potential. No matter their past, beasts are no more than beasts. Some choose this axe to play the part of executioner. Sufficiently deadly as a ragged-bladed cane, but also serves as a whip when its blades split into many. Concealing the weapon inside the cane and flogging the beast with the whip is partly an act of ceremony, an attempt to demonstrate to oneself that the bloodlust of the hunt will never encroach upon the soul. The saw, effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a long cleaver that makes use of centrifugal force. The saw, with its set of bloodletting teeth, has become a symbol of the hunt, and only grows in effectiveness the more grotesquely transformed the beast. So that's referring to its serrated bonus, because serrated beasts are weak to serrated. This probably has a similar thing. The saw, effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a medium-range spear. The saw, with its set of bloodletting teeth, has become a symbol of the hunt and only grows more effective the more grotesquely beast transforms. So, there you go. There's a little bit of story. The named outfits typically have better lore implications. So, like, Father Gascoigne tells you about Father Gascoigne.
You there? Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yarhnam burned
That's Yura. He's decided that he's not going to hunt beasts anymore. In fact, he's going to protect the beast here. And for pretty decent reason. I mean, you can see what hunters have been doing to these beasts. We crucified them and then lit them on fire. And you gotta remember that all these beasts were at one point human. And so he really disagrees with how we are killing them. Over here, the cloth, or the hooded beast, will cause poison buildup on you if they hit you. Which I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know why only the clothed ones do. Right here, we want the hunter's torch so we can see. These beasts are horrified of fire. So using a torch through this whole area will be incredibly helpful. I really like how the story isn't spelled out for you. There's so much room for, like, what you think happened. Because a lot of times it won't outright tell you exactly what happened. You know, there's barely any cutscenes that give you a whole bunch of information. Alright, here's one of the beasts here. And as you can see, he's kind of cowering because I got the torch in his face. If you put the torch away, he'll be super aggressive and try to beat your ass. It's kind of annoying whenever they just dodge away over and over. But yeah, that'll be the main weapon type, or enemy type we find here. Yeah, he'll be like that, all aggressive and haul-assing at you. Turn around to the back of this and we'll get ourselves another stone. And then on the other side, we got another clothed one. Okay. But yeah, you can tell a lot of what's happened by, like, environmental detail. Like, you can see that there doesn't even look like a beast. It just looks like a human. And so what I think is going on is they couldn't decide who was actually infected with the beast plague and who wasn't. And so they decided to just kill everybody here. After he gets done talking. There we go. Yeah, as you saw there, Yura will start Gatling gunning your ass. So you want to be super careful. And as fast as you can, run over here. Am I dead? Is this going to kill me instantly? Nope, it's just going to poison me. And that's why we have the medicine for. Alright, you're not going to do it again. Ow. Now, I don't know if it's a bug going on, but these dudes should be cowering away, and they are not. They do not give a shit that I have this torch out. Alright, now we got these big boys, and a couple more small guys. The big ones are the biggest threat, but it's hard to get to them whenever all the little dudes are after you. Okay. We're almost done. As you can tell, there is just a shitload of these dudes down in this building. Where's the other one? There was a second. There he is. I was like, he came down. I saw him coming. There he is. We are coming up on another weapon here. Widely considered to be one of the worst weapons in the game. The rifle spear. It's just a spear that shoots bullets. Which I think at one point it was insanely strong and then it just got nerfed into the dirt. So you want to grab that item and haul ass up this way. We're going to go take out Jura. Now the easiest method of taking out Jura, we're going to have to equip our gun for. And if you didn't go with the Hunter pistol, then I don't know how well this will work for you. I've never been able to get it to work with just the blunderbuss. So let's get our pistol. And it looks smoother on stream than in my actual game. That's funny. But as soon as you get to the top, just start shooting him, and he'll fall. As soon as you see the soul count, you can quit and come back in. If you try to fight him fair, it's not a fair fight. Let me tell you that right now. He does insane damage to you, and you do no damage to him. You have to sit there and beat his ass forever without getting hit. Yeah, so I think honestly it's fair to shoot him off of the top. But for killing him, we gain ourselves not only his armor set, but the Powder Keg Hunter badge, which will get you access to the Stake Driver, which is a very interesting weapon. And now we are free to go explore the rest of this region. Now, before we go up that way, I like to come this way, because these guys will wander over there while we're about to do our thing. And you don't want these guys getting involved with what we're about to have to fight. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back up here in a minute. This guy. This is a little taste of the fight with Jura, or Yura. He does a lot more damage than you do, and he's very tanky. As you can see, it looks like I've barely done anything to his health bar. And he also heals, too. So that's a frustration. Okay, he stun-locked me. I don't know why he walked into that. That was interesting. Yep, there he goes. Almost back up to full. Now he will only heal once, so you only have to worry about that. Now it's just getting him down. And it's very difficult to hit this fucker, apparently. I'm just missing all of my hits. He somehow has more range than me with my fucking pole arm. Are you really just gonna come and spam at me, bro? Fucker? Thank you. Lock him in a corner. Just kill him. Oh my god. Yeah, the fight with Euro would be 10 times worse than this. He hits way harder than even this guy, and he's even tankier than this guy. If you're good at parrying, then you'd probably be okay. I'm not, so I can parry just enough to get by. There we go. And he's down. And what do you get for your efforts? Some bow and arrow ash. It's really not worth killing him. I mean, I guess he gives you 800 soul or echoes, so that's nice, but aside from that, he's really not worth the trouble. I would just run past him. And I believe he's supposed to be one of Yura's, like, partners or friends or whatever. Ah. Okay, with all those dudes dead, I'm running here. That guy will come out of that wall. As you can see, there's all kinds of goodies that you'll miss if you don't come back through. Oh shit, that didn't kill him. I thought it killed him. I'm gonna fucking die to crows. There we go. That's the ticket. It looked like they didn't have any health left. Bunch more antidotes, which is always nice. And then over this way we get fire paper, which is very useful throughout almost the entire game. Now all these pots are explosive, and that'll matter in just a second. I'll tell you why. Yes, so this way, up the stairs. Yes, okay. Now right up here, this is where we originally came from. We ran past all these guys and dropped down. We dropped down onto this roof so that we wouldn't get shot by Yura. And so all those pots in there are explosive, and if you ran down like you're supposed to, if you didn't drop down, you'd run down in here the whole time he's shooting at you. And whenever you got to this room, he would almost immediately explode everything in the whole room and damn near kill you. So I just take the drop down, it's much easier. Even if you take fall damage, it's a lot less than you'll take running from his bullets. But yeah, that's the whole first section. Now we're moving on to the second section. I don't know why my mouth is so dry. Keep taking drinks. It ain't helping. I must be having some kind of allergies. Okay, so out here on the catwalk, there's a couple items to get. One of which I'm not going to get. You can get it if you want. You'll see it right above my head there. You have to jump down, run, and then do a sprinting jump across some platforms to get over there. And it's just a cosmetic item for the merchants. So I'm just not going to go over there and grab that and then have to run all the way back up here to get this. Now, your only option right here is to drop down, And before you do, I would highly recommend getting pungent blood cocktail and Molotovs ready. Throw this down, and then they'll all gather up on it, and you just Molotov their asses. Pretty easy. Otherwise, you have a million of them coming at you, and they can pretty easily fucking destroy you. Get the Molotovs. Look at that. But yeah, this place is pretty overwhelming if you don't know about the Molotovs and the cocktails. You'll have all those dudes rushing you all at the same time. It gets pretty hard to deal with. Yeah, that's my controller not wanting to run. There we go. And now we can go back up for a couple more items. I mean, if you wanted to, you could come down the stairs and kind of deal with them little by little. And then run all the way back up and do the drop downs. But with the blood cocktails, it's just almost easier to have them all grouped up. That way your Molotovs can hit all of them. Fucking owie. Everything hits so damn hard. Okay, what did he drop? I guess since we're here, we'll go ahead and do the freaking drop down and go get that other item. Because it's gonna bother me if I don't. Was that an item? I thought I saw something glowing. Run all the way across this. And if I fuck up this jump, I'm just gonna... I don't get that item. That's just how that is. So come over here. Oh, there's two items. Ah, Molotovs. Alright, now you gotta run, or sprint, and then aim diagonal and jump. And I fucked that up. Alright, well, up there's the top hat, or whatever it is for the things. That's kind of frustrating. And then you're just gonna take fall damage. Yeah, that sucks. I ran all the way up there for no reason. I'm definitely not running up there again. It's just a cosmetic, so if you want it real bad, go get it. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Is that all of them? Yes. This dude got bent over barrel by these crows. What a shitty way to go. Like, not only dying by crows, but they bent your ass over a railing to kill you. Make him feel like a man. They told that man, you got a pretty mouth. Alright. So yeah, you want to run over there and grab that real quick and then deal with these assholes. Now, this next section is going to be a little bit scary to deal with because there's a whole bunch of these guys running around. I find that if you get behind them, you can pretty reliably just spam them to death. But if you try to spam them from in front, shit won't work. They'll hit you back. So definitely just dodge behind them and start going ham. Treat them like the crows treated that one man. As you can see, he's not trying to hit me, he's just trying to turn himself around. Come on, controller, you can do it. We'll have one more pop out from this door. See, if you know how to handle them, they're not scary. But if you try to fight them from in front, they'll fuck you up. Just get behind them. Now this guy quietly drops down. I'm not sure why it's so quiet. But this is probably one of the first areas in the game that you can reliably sit here and farm for a decent amount of echoes. So if you want to get some levels, or if you killed Alfred and want his weapon, this is a pretty decent place to farm. And we're finna go up and unlock our first shortcut. Well, I guess our second shortcut. Here it is. But if we go up, we get some more fire paper. Now, before you go any further, I would recommend going back and spending your echoes, because this boss, in my opinion, in my experience, it goes one of two ways. Either you destroy it easy, or it kicks your ass 4 times in a row. So, this boss is just kind of a pain in the ass. And there's a wandering nightmare that I didn't kill before. That's alright, we'll get him when we come back. Okay, so to show the other weapon, real quick, I'm not gonna buy it because it's expensive. 8,000. Trick weapon fashioned by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs, favored by the retired hunter Jura. The stake driver, with its queerly complex design, violently drives thick stakes into the flesh of foes. The stake driver allows for high damage critical hit attacks, but is difficult to use and leaves its wielder wide open. But none of this should bother a mere powder keg. So, basically you load it with a big stake and you do a strong attack. The strong attack takes like a good 5 seconds to charge. But if you hit it, it will devastate whatever you're smacking with it. We picked up the rifle spear, a prototype weapon serving as a simple firearm and spear, possibly created an imitation of Lost Canehurst's weapon. Lacks any notable function, saving that it is the only trick weapon with an attached gun. That's a lie. Because there's the Rider Palash. The Kirkhammer, a trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. So this is a totally different branch. There's the powder keg so far, the workshop, and the healing church. On the one side, an easily handled silver sword. On the other, a giant obtuse stone weapon characterized by a blunt strike and extreme force of impact. The church takes a heavy-handed, merciless stance toward the plague of beasts, an irony not lost upon the wielders of this most symbolic weapon. So yeah, you have a broadsword without transforming it, and then if you transform it, you get a massive fucking hammer. Such a dope weapon. The repeating pistol, crafted with mostly metal parts and exhibiting a complex design, the repeating pistol fires 2 shots at once, making it a ravenous consumer of quicksilver bullets. Should be used sparingly compared to its workshop counterpart, as the trump card in one's arsenal. So, yep, those are the new weapons that we have access to. If we go up top here, you'll notice that we also have access to the Grey Wolf Cat, or armor, the Ashen armor. This is the stuff that Jura was wearing. Let me pop some. Let me use. We'll use 4. I think that should be enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop the other 2. Okay.
Well,
Let's level up some.
very well.
I wanted to upgrade my other weapon, the flame sprayer, real quick. Also, I haven't done anything with blood gem. The blood gems will give you, as you can see, buffs and damage stuff for your weapons. Apparently, the flame sprayer can't have any kind of upgrades. It's weird. Alright, so first off, we're going to put this, and then we're going to put on Bone Marrow Ash. The Bone Marrow Ash makes it to where your ranged weapon on its next shot will hit way harder. It's like 25% damage bonus or something. But it interacts uniquely with the flame sprayer. Well, I guess any ranged weapon that fires continuously, you'll get that damage buff as long as you hold the trigger. So pop that and keep spraying and you'll keep getting 25% extra bonus. I'm thinking we will go quality build. So maybe I'll pick up the Kirk Hammer or whatever. I'm definitely going to be using the church pick, but I want another weapon too. Are you for real? That asshole. Whatever, I don't care. It's another like 2 or 3 regular smithing stones. Now with all of that we've gone through in this area, we're getting ready for the boss. As you can see, I have to heavy attack him, he'll drop down into that pose, and then I can backstab him. Ah! There we go. Over here we get another wandering nightmare. And now the Ashen Hunter set might be better even... Nope. It's good with Frenzy and Beasthood, but it's not good against Poison at all. Which is kind of weird, because he's in the Poison shithole. Alright, down here, right here is our summon for Alfred. I really hope we can kill this boss in one go, because I'm running out of insight here. I probably should have waited to buy some of the outfits, but just wanted to get them while the getting was good. What are you shooting at, dude? I killed him already. The guy's angry. Okay. Now, one other thing that we want to equip is fire paper. There we go. So, what you're gonna do is start the fight with a pungent blood cocktail. Let them get kind of close, throw that out, do that, and now just let him have it. Or fucking miss every bullet because he's all over the place. Alright, let's throw another one of these. Pop another one of these. And start letting them have it. If you get cancelled out of... Damn it. I kind of want him to sit a little more still so I can finish him, or finish off my bullets with him. Alright, there we go. We're all out of bullets now. Now we're going to change up our strat to using our actual weapon. I wished Alfred would get his fucking attention. Oh god, my frame rate. Jesus. My game did not like that roar he did. Okay. Yeah, he's just all over the place. It's kind of difficult to keep on him. Let's throw out a cocktail. Oh, good, we get a visceral. That should end him. Yep. Alright, there you go. There's one of the two ways it goes. Either you kick his ass and it's not that much of an issue, or he kicks your ass relentlessly. Yeah, the old flame spray is pretty damn good at taking out that one, and there's one other boss in particular that it's very good for. So, now, I'm trying to think. Alright, so some of the items and what they do, Beast Blood Ballots will make it to where you get more damage the more you attack. It's similar to like the, what is that talisman in Elden Ring? The Rotten Wing Sword Insignia? The trade-off is you'll take more damage too, so you got to be careful using that. It's really good for like the beast claws. or stuff that hits really fast. So the pungent blood cocktail, obviously, it's just a bottle full of blood, and so you throw it and beasts are attracted to it. The shining coins you just toss down on the ground to show you where you've already been, I guess. Antidotes, clean up poison. That should be it. I'm trying to think, man. I kind of really would like to make this more of a quality build. So if I could get myself up to 16 strength,
Farewell.
I might go to the Kirk Hammer just for some funsies. Okay, well now with old Yarhnam being done, we're ready to go back to the Cathedral Ward. Quality, if you don't know, just means that I level strength and in this game skill, but it's dexterity equally. And there's a couple weapons that scale very nicely with that. One of the best weapons in the game is a quality weapon, and it's the Ludwig's Holy Sword or something like that. Which I'm not going to be using that in this playthrough, just I don't really want to use it. Alright, she's still unhappy with us because she's a twerp. Get on this and turn your back and run off. Get ourselves access to a little bit of a secret rune. Formless Odin. Runes are like talismans in this game. That is, if you're coming from Elden Ring. If you're coming from Dark Souls, then it's like rings. I need to take this off and put my weapon back on. I'll probably run around for the most part with the torch, because this game's fucking dark. And if you turn up the brightness, then it kind of ruins the atmosphere. I like to get these guys their attention. Try to get them to come out. Come on out, bud. Oh, come on, that didn't kill you? He's got nothing left. I hate that so much. Get him down super low, and then you have to sneeze on him to get him dead. Up here, we'll have a gunner in a wheelchair, and a big guy with a curved sword. Definitely want to kill the wheelchair guy first. He's got a Gatling gun. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. Okay, now we got big brick guy. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. If you try to parry somebody when they're on stairs, most of the time it just won't let you parry. Or get the visceral off. Alright, neither of them died. Do I have something that I can do about that? What? And there's that one. There's that one. I could have dropped down and killed them, but I've had it happen so many times where I'll drop down and they'll immediately shoot me off a cliff. Or off of the bridge. And here is the Radiant Sword badge. That is where you get the Ludwig Holy Sword from. Widely considered to be the best weapon in the game. So, it's a long sword that transforms into a great sword. It's a really cool weapon. It was one of my favorites the first few playthroughs I had, but I'm a contrarian douchebag, and if I find out that it's the best weapon in the game, I'll refuse to pick it up and use it. I don't know why I'm like that. I think it's because I want to know that it's me that won or beat the game. I don't want it to be the weapon that beat the game for me. Okay, so there's all kind of shit you can get in here. I'm not getting any of that garbage, because I hate running back and forth. I don't even know what that stuff is. Instead, we're going to dodge into those ropes. Heal up, and then make one more fall. Never claimed this to be a 100% playthrough, so I have no guilt whatsoever in leaving that shit on the ground. Over here, we get ourselves the doll set. So if you want to dress up like your favorite doll, now you can. You want to do a Bo Peep cosplay? And we get a 1/3 umbilical cord. That is necessary for one of the endings in the game. In fact, it's got some really interesting lore with it. We can read a little bit. Okay. I guess we'll start with some of these. The workshop is gone and no group recognizes the meaningless badge, except the messengers in the bath, who understand its profundity. Certain things can only be entrusted with a hunter in possession of this badge, or so they believe. This was the Saw Hunter badge that allowed you to buy the 3 basic weapons. The Powder Keg badge. The Powder Keg adoration of complex design and big booms culminate in this weapon design, or in weapon designs that contrast with those traditionally of the workshop. The late Powder Keggers, bless their souls, had a motto: if a weapon ain't got kick, it just ain't worth it. Ludwig was the first of many healing church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous of beasts. The radiant sword indicates the heirs to the will of Ludwig. These hunters, also known as holy blades, are what remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to a very early age of honor and chivalry. Okay. So yeah, that's just a little bit of lore behind each faction. You'll see Ludwig's name pop up all over the place. He's kind of like the hero of the story, but didn't really become the hero. Right there we got the beast rune. I know it went away almost immediately after it popped up. I really wished we could get their armor sets. I think they look really cool. Down here, we have a nightmare to deal with. I hate these things. They will grab your face and suck out your insight. I'm not kidding. Insight is a limited resource, and they will take that shit away. So don't let them touch you. If it was an unlimited thing that you could farm up, it would be one thing, but it's not. Alright, hold on. I'm taking a sip. Let me switch my armor around here. And now we're at the next part of Yarnam. We can actually unlock the gates and continue. These guys are very easy to parry, but you gotta be careful because they will hit hard. That's one of the trade-offs. Right there, we have a nightmare coming. You do not want to get killed by this guy right this second. If you do, he will take you somewhere the fuck else that sucks. Let me have controller issues and do jumping attacks where I don't want to do those. And as you can see, they're pretty fucking tanky too. You fucker. I'm trying my best to be careful. Oh shit! Get away from me. I'm trying to talk to Eileen, you dickhead. Alright, I got them both. Now Eileen is over here somewhere, right? She's supposed to be here. She's not here. What the fuck? Over? Supposed to be here. Maybe we have to reset the area and then she'll come. I thought this was her, but that's a statue. Alright, let's go back to the Hunter's Dream and I guess we'll level up a little bit.
Very
We can give her that hair ornament that we found.
I can't remember. Not a thing. A yearning. Something I never felt before. What's happening to... Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
And she sheds a tear of joy. And you can break that tear to get a gemstone. Now, that gemstone is almost worth putting one level into a firearm, and you can put this gemstone into the firearm. It makes it to where you continuously recover 2 health a second, which is very good, and especially in a handgun where you always have it equipped. So I really want to use the Kirk hammer. I'm gonna give in and just buy it. We'll use up a bunch of these. Maybe I can level up enough to use it on top of buying it and leveling it up some, if we're lucky. Oh, I can also sell... Let me sell the doll garb. It's the only use for it anyway. The garb has shit defenses. I think it was meant to be sold, because it's worth a lot. It's worth so much more than any of this other armor is. So now... let's buy the Kirk hammer. And... see if we can level up enough to wield it. Ooh, baby. Yes, we can. I just can't help it, man. I love this damn thing. Okay, blood gems. Let's take out the best ones from that and put them here. Shit. I don't have a triangle blood gem. That kind of suck asses. That
Welcome.
is unfortunate.
Very well. Farewell, good hand.
Alright, now we go down to the Cathedral Ward. Hopefully Eileen will be there this time. I always try to resist the urge to get the Kirkhammer. I just cannot. It's such a dope as fuck weapon. Alright, Eileen, you here? She's not here. Why is she not here? She's supposed to be here. Did I not talk to her enough in the first place? Let me go see if I can find her in the first area. Because she's supposed to be here. Actually, maybe she shows up after I fight Vic or Amelia. Let's do that and then we'll worry about it. As you can see, you don't have to worry about parrying whenever you can flatten everything. I was really hoping he would come at me, bro. Oh, fuck you. Let me just do that. Oh shit, I got murdered. I didn't realize that Giant turned his ass all around. Fuck me. You know, I never got to experience much Bloodborne PvP at the time that Bloodborne came out. Oh, fuck you. Okay, let's bury him. Get him out of the way. He's gonna sit there. Okay, this time we're gonna do it, but we're not gonna die. I hope. Oh shit. We do pretty damn good damage to this guy. Ah, okay, I was really hoping for a stagger. I didn't get one. Uh-oh. Dude, stop. You're gonna... Bro, for real! Fuck off! Okay, I lied. We're gonna do it this time, but we're gonna die again to some more bullshit. Those guys are easy. I was worried about the other two that were coming up on me. So I fucked up and started panicking and trying to heal where I should have been dodging. I probably wasted a good 4 blood vials doing that shit. I don't get it, man. Maybe she does show up after Vicar. I thought she showed up after you did Old Yarnam. And we definitely do want to fight her. Or, not fight her. We want to do her quest. Alright, this time let's go this way. Let's kill these two before we go up and around. Okay. Ow. Ah, fuck off. Thank you. As you can see, the guy up there is using the repeating pistol. Every time he fires, he gets 2 shots. Oh, and he fell. Okay. Ah! Of course that guy has my soul. Shit. I was already charging. Really? I swear to God, I've never had this much trouble right here. Jesus Christ. How many souls did I just lose? Like 8,000, 9,000? Jesus, man. Never had that much trouble fighting these guys. These guys are making me look like a bitch. Whatever. Alright, we're just gonna run past them this time. I have no reason to fight them. I'm not entirely sure why I decided to fight them in the first place, but... yeah. Just 4 of those dudes plus 1 big guy is enough to be fucking annoying. Incredibly annoying. I really hate the frame dropping, man. Like, this game would be so good. I mean, it is good still with that, but imagine how much better it would be at a decent frame rate and it didn't drop. It would be incredible. Oh, I missed an item. Did that come off of him, or did I just miss it? This guy's got the flame sprayer, so there's no real point in parrying him. You can just smash him. And where's our lever? There it is. And if you follow this path all the way down, then that takes you all the way to Old Yarnam. But for right now, we're gonna head this way. We have 2 NPCs that we're gonna send out. And one of them is a little bit tricky because he will do the opposite of what you tell him to do.
Oh my, what a coincidence. But I take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunt, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own device. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling. Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right? Might you know of a safe place? The night is long, please. There must be some nice place to run off to.
Tell her of Odin.
Thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
And then this guy will overhear you sending her.
You're not from around here, right? Or an outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic you what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from my castle. What, you think this is funny? Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast sons. Well, what's this two-bit nonsense you're peddling? I heard you told that wench about some shell. Well, she's a damn fool to trust an outsider. Why? Well, her sort's probably just fixing to feed some of your coin. All right. What crafty light? You think I'm an easy mark? Yeah? Well, give me your best shot.
Alright, so if you tell him about Odin Chapel, he'll go to Yosefka's clinic. So we're gonna send him to the Yosefka's clinic and he'll show up at Odin Chapel.
Yeah, sorry. Too sharp for that bollocks. I know a superstitious outsiders. Even their lies are predictable.
And yeah. What an annoying piece of shit that guy is. Where did... And we need that set, the Black Church Hunter garb, a little bit later. Ow, ow, ow. Fucking come on, dude. Why am I dying? I don't get it. I sit here and go through this beginning part of the game. I've done it 1,000 times. Never have any trouble. But God forbid I'm trying to stream it. I'm gonna just struggle my ass off getting through any of it. God damn it. Well, here's Adeline.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place. Thank you. I'm in your debt. I'd like to tender my thanks, but I haven't much to offer. All I can give is my blood. But would you even take a whore's blood? Oh, good. Come close, dear. Don't worry. This isn't the first time. Oh, hello. Sorry, dear. You're much too eager. I've only so much blood, okay?
Yep, so she's a whore and she'll give you blood, and her blood is actually really good. It heals you and gives you stamina recovery. This is that asshole that we saved.
Ah, you. The swindling off-comer. Did you really think that'd work? No fooling me. Now, off with you. You heard me. Go away. I can't stand the stench of your lying breath. I'll spare you one nugget of advice. Beware the blind man. There the beggar sits at the bottom of the bloody food chain, and then he's here acting like he owns the place. It's not to be trusted. What's he want with all those people anyway? That little weasel has a murky past, I'm telling you.
Hold on, I'm wiping my glasses down.
Give it a rest, please. I've no time for your petty lies. And what? Just go away. Now, I can't stand the stench of your lying breath.
Alright, yeah. So that's basically that guy. He'll just sit there and insult you anytime you talk to him. I don't know if he ever gets any better. I can't remember. Typically, I would send that guy to Odin Chapel. That way he goes to Yosefka's clinic and gets his ass killed. But like I stated previously, if you do that, then you miss out on lore. Because even if he's just an asshole, he gives you little tidbits of lore. Like, he doesn't trust outsiders. Well, why not? What's wrong with the outsiders? Come on, dude. Do something. I really gotta go pick up the hand lantern from the shop. That's much better. There we go. Give me all my shit back, bro. Ow. So this little portion can be pretty tricky. There's a whole bunch of assholes all over the place. Oh my fucking god, it happened again. I'm eating ass. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Give me just a second here. Okay, we're back. Oh my goodness. Alright, attempt, what is this? Attempt 3 at this part. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know why I'm just suck-assing. Maybe I just need to be more patient. Quit trying to be so aggressive. No fucking shot that just happened. I thought he would stagger and not do that. Oh man, what are we up to now? It's like 12,000 runes that I've lost now. In the same fucking area. Jesus Christ, I don't know why I'm struggling, man. I've done this part a million times, and I've never had trouble with it, like, at all. All of a sudden, this shit just became hard as hell. Ooh, I'm not even gonna pick up my old runes, or echoes, whatever they are. God damn it, that just sucks ass. Yep, if I used my hammer part, he would have staggered, but I didn't do that. There's where you're coming from. Come here. Okay, we're gonna try to grab these guys' attention and then back up. Okay. That's more like it. If only I did that the first time. And then this dog, for some reason, is worth a shitload. I don't know why this dog, in particular... Look at it, 800. Why is that dog worth so much? Okay. So, for the next fight, which we're really not supposed to do this early, necessarily... hopefully I don't have a huge, horrible time with it. We're gonna run past everything. All ass up here. I wouldn't even bother fucking with these dudes. They cause what's called frenzy, and that will, after it builds up, it will just take 70% of your health. And I wish I was kidding. For this fight, what do I want to wear? This will just go with the regular hunter garb for now. This fight's, it can be pretty damn hard. This is Vicar Amelia. Excuse me. Yeah, so that looked like it hurt like hell. Now, I would suggest using the hammer, except she is super not weak to the hammer. Like, you'll sit there and beat her ass forever before you actually kill her. The axe is just a better option. You can actually do a lot of damage to her, especially with the fire paper. As you can see, we're burning her down pretty damn quick. And I mean, you can stagger her on repeat, as you saw. I just sat there and kind of beat the shit out of her for a minute. We do want to be careful, because it sucks to die whenever you're this close. And yep, there she goes. And now we can inspect the skull.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open. Fear the old blood.
I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
So with that, we just witnessed the creation of the Healing Church. Lawrence was a part of Bergenworth, and oh god, how do I explain this? Willem does not want to use the blood. He believes that we can achieve enlightenment by studying and opening our eyes to this stuff and all that good stuff. I don't know how to explain it very well. I'm not Vadividya. Anywho, Lawrence wants to use the blood, and so he splits off, creates the Healing Church to go about doing it that way. And so he uses that adage, fear the old blood. You know, be careful. That shit will cause issues, and obviously it has. The old blood has created the Beast Scourge. Everybody's fucking infected now, and everything sucks. Lawrence should have listened. Now I'm hoping that she'll be here. If she's not here yet, then that means that I didn't talk to her enough. Ah, there she is.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad, and he's my mark. Don't go near. I have.
Alright. She tells you, don't go down to the aqueducts where you fought Gascoigne. Henrik, who was a good friend of Gascoigne, has gone insane down there. And so naturally, we don't listen to that old bitch. She can't tell us what to do. We're gonna go down here and fuck Hendrik up. Or Henrik. Now this fight is much easier than Gascoigne's. Mostly because you can kind of kite him around these dills and smack him where he can't hit you. Actually, let's get him behind some other ones. This one will be better. It's a little thinner. I could probably actually hit him. Nope, he's gonna walk around. Just keep kiting him until he does some dumb shit, and then you can smack him. Now she'll get involved and get his aggro. You're kind of free to just visceral, heavy him in the back, and then get that. And honestly, she does a pretty good job of killing him. You don't want to hit her too much because she'll aggro onto you. So just kind of stay back, heavy him, let her get a head in, get his aggro back, and then just kind of rinse and repeat. And there you go. Super easy. Didn't really have to do a whole lot.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done, but try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me. Try to keep your lid.
Okay. Where am I? Yes. So now, if you were interested in getting Henrik's armor, you can buy that with Insight, and it's actually a pretty decent armor set. The color on it's not my favorite, but I like the style of it. Go ahead and pick it up. And so just to showcase that one, I accidentally touched my fucking glasses with my finger and now I got a big smudge across them. This is what it looks like. Stylistically it's kind of cool, I just don't like the yellow. And then for the Ashen garb, I am not a fan of this one at all. I think it looks like shit. The black church stuff looks like this. It's very similar to Gascoigne's. Once again, I'm just not that big a fan of it. But now we can kind of mix match some clothing. Yeah, the Charged Hunter is pretty cool. It has fire resistance, but it's really not great fire resistance. Yeah, I kind of like this look. Let me wipe my glasses back down. I went to push them up, my fingers slipped, and I slid right across the lens. You hate it. There we are. Much better. Okay. So, how much do we need to level up? Do we have enough? Nope. Don't think we can really purchase any weapons either. Oh, we can get the Tomb Prospector gear. The chess piece is one of my favorite chess pieces in the game. It looks very nice. But I guess we can just kind of start working on that. Whenever you get in a position like this, where you don't have enough to level up and you don't have anything you want to buy, it's always a good idea to buy some blood vials. Right now, how many stones? Not a lot. Let's go to Cathedral Ward. We're gonna take a step inside of the DLC.
How did we ever get into this mess?
As you can see, she's kind of starting to lose her fucking mind. Now come over here where you got the hunter gear and just stand here and let the black hole pick you up. Yep, there is a massive Lovecraftian thingy.
Their children too. And their children forever true.
That thing is called an amygdala. And they're always there, but you can't see them until you get to 40 insight. So that's a really, really cool system that they added in this game. Now for the DLC, we're gonna run and make a mad dash for a lot of items. And we'll have to come back at a later time to really dig deep into what's going on over this way. But for right now, just run around and pick up everything you see. You'll probably die a couple times because of right now you're super low level to be here. Ow. Okay. Just dodge past. Whole bunch of items to be grabbed. Now the reason we come into the DLC right now is there's a whole bunch of weapons we can get. And there's a whole bunch of upgrade materials laying around as well. Lead them away from there. Try not to get shot in the face by that guy. There's the beast cutter. That's one that I actually really enjoy, the beast cutter. Now we want to run back this way and drop down right here. And this should all look familiar because it's the Cathedral Ward. It's just like in a different... It's a different version of the Cathedral Ward. Ow. All kind of goodies just laying around to be picked up. Now we do want to go up in there. Let me past. You asshole, let me past. Really? Well, we want to get past this guy. I just couldn't get him to get the hell out of the way. It's alright. Now that we've pretty much picked up every item in this area, we can just run straight up there. And I mean, we don't have to go get that item right this second. We just need that to progress a little bit farther in the DLC, so. Oh shit, I forgot. Big boulder. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll go get that later when we're actually doing the DLC. Right now we're just gonna run past it. Run back around and go back inside to pick up another weapon, the boom hammer. Careful, that guy will explode. Okay, I don't know why he got to shoot twice. And here's our first shortcut. We'll talk to that guy in just a second.
You're a hunter with your sanity, aren't you? Must have taken a wrong turn, then, eh? Well, we're more alike than you think. This is the hunter's nightmare, where hunters end up when drunk with blood. You've seen them before. Aimless, wandering hunters slavering like beasts. This is what the poor fools have to look forward to. So, don't be brash. Turn back before it's too late, unless you've something of an interest in nightmare. Oh yes, I see. You sense a secret within the nightmare, and cannot bear to leave it be, as if the spirit of Bergenworth lives on within you. Such inquisitive hunters will relish the nightmare, but beware. Secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to see them uncovered, especially when the secrets are particularly unseemly.
Yep. There's that guy. Just goes on about what this place is, and apparently there's a bunch of secrets here. The Constable set is another set that I plan on selling. In my opinion, it looks like shit. And it's worth a good bit, so we'll just sell it. Yeah, you want to be very careful when running through this area, because these guys are mean as hell. And they hit super hard. Now, if you kill this guy, he'll drop his Gatling gun and you can have it. You get another Blood-Starved Beast. Right here you get the Amygdalin Arm, which is a really cool weapon. It's like half a hammer and then half a whip in a way. I might have the stats to pull it out and show you what it does. Actually, I think it's 18 strength. Yeah, I can't use it. It's really cool. It does physical and arcane damage, so it's also pretty nice. Here we get ourselves another piece of the Constable set. As you can see, if they do hit you, it fucking hurts. A lot. And I died. I couldn't get myself healed before they kept spitting at me. But like I said, you're bound to die running through all this stuff. Pretty low level to be doing it. But so far, what do we got? We got three weapons. Right, we got the Beast Cutter, the Boom Hammer, and the Amygdalin Arm. And as far as I can think, there's 2 more that we can get right now without having to fight anybody. Get your fat ass out of my way. Now you do want to be at full health for this upcoming part, because this part gets pretty tight. All ass up here. Yes, okay, we're good. We get one of my favorite armor sets in the game. The Butcher set, which I wish I had in Elden Ring. Oh my god, you fucking asshole. He's gonna block the whole doorway. And here's our next bonfire. So, to show off the Butcher set, well, I guess the 2 sets. We've gotten the Old Hunter set here. And it, just like the regular Hunter set, comes with 2 hats. You got this one, and then you get the Old Hunter top hat. I'm not a big fan of the Old Hunter top hat. And then the Butcher gear. Yep, you just look like an executioner. I don't know why I like it so much, but we're going to put that on, and then we're going to put this, and then we'll go Old Hunter. I really like the hat. This guy will drop more bloodstone chunks, I believe. You do not want him to fall. Oh, fuck me, running. Oh, fuck me, running. Let me out. I'm stuck. He killed me like Mario. Fucking asshole. Jumped on my damn head. Yeah, so try your best not to let that little dude run over there to the beams. I forgot about that Old Hunter sitting up there waiting. Okay. Now this time without fucking up horribly. Run over here, pick this up. And here is another contender for best weapon in the game. The Whirligig Saw. For real? That has such a ridiculous amount of reach, I swear. He's at the bottom, hitting me at the very top. Oh, stretch. Yep. That's always fun. It's this weapon right here that he's using. So whenever you don't switch it, it's just like a cleaver, and it's obviously serrated. It's got a bunch of big teeth. But transformed, it's like a big whip. So yeah, it's a very, very cool weapon. Next, we have the boom hammer. This thing is gimmicky. Regular, it's just a hammer, and then transformed, you just light a furnace, and it's only good for one attack. And then it goes back. Like, so if you wanted to use it effectively, every swing you'd have to transform it. So yeah, I'm not... It's cool, but it's not my thing. It's too gimmicky, I think. Let's go... What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not done here yet. I still got another weapon. You know what? We'll get it later. We don't need it right now. But what we do need is to go get a bunch of bloodstone shards. And I just so happen to know where to get a bunch of bloodstone shards. You can buy them if you want. I don't have any souls or echoes on me. Oh, my chat window went away. There we go. Alright, so these people are all going kind of crazy.
Sorry, dear. I've only...
Okay. So one of the best ways to get bloodstone shards is to farm the giants. They didn't stagger him? And yeah, you get one at a time. Which, how many do I need? I need 11, so I'd have to kill 11 giants and hope that every single one of them drops at least one. But, you know, that's what we're gonna do. And that one's staggered. And he didn't drop a bloodstone shard. Ow. You know what? We're not gonna farm these guys. I'll go ahead and finish killing this one. Yeah. So I had a 3, I only got 1 bloodstone shard. That would take 10 years to do that. These guys are really weak to poke. Poke and fire. And here's our buddy Alfred again. You can talk to him. He'll give you a bunch of story-related stuff.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques you. As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
Alrighty.
Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yarhnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Bergenworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yarhnam can be traced back to Bergenworth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Bergenworth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate. Ah, there's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent Master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today, and so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle. I bid you farewell.
Yep. So he just gives you a whole bunch of story.
The password.
You have to kill Vicar Amelia before you get the password. We never did go down to Hemwick. We're not going all the way through the Forbidden Woods right now. We're just gonna run through, grab a whole bunch of upgrade items, and meet or join a covenant that will help us out a lot. At least I hope this place has regular bloodstone shards. Okay. Get this asshole up here that's just throwing shit. Very tanky. I'm gonna have to, let me go ahead and turn up the brightness. It's just too dark. It's all the way up. Fuck. It is so dark. I need the hand lantern. Yep, this guy's just as much of an asshole as he was at the beginning of the game. Now with him gone, you can run back here and pick up some items. Okay. We could go upgrade a weapon to +6, but there's a weapon in, well, in particular. Don't fucking shoot me again, asshole. There's a weapon in particular that I'm trying to get regular stones to upgrade, so that we have the easiest time possible with Ludwig, because we're gonna go kill him pretty soon. Oh, those are twin bloodstone shards. Fuck me, Ronan. Probably have to get to the second half of the Forbidden Woods just to farm the snake things. Those will give me... Okay. I guess I don't get a move or attack. That shit's for nerds anyway. There's one. There we go. That's more like it. Up here we have two more dudes that'll just throw oil at you. Bunch of goodies. Now instead of going that way, we're gonna follow the flower patch up. Come to this window and talk to it, and you should get the tonsil stone. As you can see though, unfortunately with the Kirk hammer, it seems like most of the time you're better off using just the sword instead of the hammer. And like, no matter how much I know that that weapon is not gonna be super crazy good, I can't help but have it. There we get the white church hunter garb, or the whatever, white church garb, whatever it's called. Blue elixir will turn you invisible for a short time, so it's really good for sneaking through an area. Over here we have this asshole again. Whenever he stands still to do that, get behind him and do a visceral. I mean, he just stands there and lets you do it. You know what? I should have let him kill me. Go to Yarhagul. That did 20 damage, huh? Fucking God, I hate this. Let me just die to a bunch of dumb shit. Why did that only do 20 damage to that guy? I don't get it. I dropped on him with a 60-pound hammer, and it was like I smacked him in the head with a water bottle. He looked at me like, okay. Alright, let me use the axe. Yeah, the axe just outperforms, unfortunately. We'll run past a lot of this stuff though, don't worry. Just run over here, run past this guy. Ow. Drop. Owie. Oh, I didn't even grab that. Okay, I am very much interested in getting all those echoes back. Okay. Why am I getting hurt so bad in this area? Probably because I don't have the levels from Yarnagul or Himwick. Normally I go through both of those places before this. So if you're observant, you'll see all those dudes are using Molotov cocktails, and you even pick some up here. Well, you can see that water is all weird and oily looking. You can one-shot all these assholes with Molotovs. Now we're gonna make our way downtown. Good grief, I need regular bloodstone shards. Oh, I'm getting a shitload of twin bloodstone shards. An absolute shitload of them. I bet you it looks so dark to me because I got a window right behind my monitor. So I got that bright light in my face. It wouldn't let me lock onto him. Ow. Okay. Almost 40,000. I'm gonna put every last point of that into my health. Eat a dick, nerd. I don't know why you're just swimming around in oil. Okay. I guess my depth perception is fucking with me. I've done that so many times this playthrough so far. I'm just not quite reaching them. Alright, here you want to haul ass into these buildings. At the end of the road there's a guy with a cannon. And it is very capable of one-shotting you. Come here, dickhead. This is where I was already in here. Let's wait for that shot. Now we're gonna run out and go in here. Okay. That went right over his head. Gotta pull my gun out before I can parry. Alright, now we can kill Cannon Guy. And yeah, you can come up and shoot the cannon if you want. That's not supposed to happen. It's very interesting. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't cause any frame rate issues. Over here we have a snake guy. Snake guys are kind of annoying. They're really tanky. If they pop their snakes out, it's really hard to get a head in. So just smash them to the floor as best you can. There's all the snakes. Okay. And he one-shot me. Full to nothing. Didn't see that coming. Fuck me running. I gotta watch the replay on the stream. Yep, he just straight one-shot my ass. Yeah, they're assholes. This entire game is full of assholes. Why do you get to be that tanky with that much damage? That's a little bit much. Like, I know I'm a little underleveled and haven't upgraded my axe, but damn. I am gonna haul ass and get to that guy because I want my fucking souls back. Kind of hope my shit's just laying on the floor. Nope, of course he's got it. Why wouldn't he have it? Just don't let him get snaky on you. Alright. Managed to get... I would have been pissed if I lost 48,000 souls. It might have been fucking end of the stream on that one, Chief. Especially to some bullshit like a snake guy. Yeah, fuck that snake guy. I am not interested. We are getting the heckin' hoot out of here. This is why we're here anyway. Come up here, grab that item, and talk to this guy. Join the league, talk to him, get impurity. Okay. So, now you're in his covenant, which means that he'll help you fight certain bosses. One of which just happens to be Ludwig. And that's a big deal. You're gonna need the help, especially fighting them as early as we're going to be.
Well done. Very well.
Okay, so the weapon that we're gonna be using to kill Ludwig is gonna be something with serration. So I have I have 4 options, but the threaded cane sucks ass. We got saw spear, saw cleaver, and beast cutter. Personally, I like beast cutter the best out of all of them. And you need it to be at least at +6, which we are not even close to yet. I need 9 more smithing 1s. You can get 1. How many insights do I have? I have 12. I'm gonna just fucking buy them. I don't want to sit there and go through. There we go. Now I need more monies. Okay. Now we want to use that, the golden pendant. Blood gem fortification. Alright, I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten a triangle one yet. With all that, I think we're about ready to go deal with Dickhead. Do I have any more fire paper by chance? Yes, sweet. That'll also help out immensely. Ludwig is a massive asshole. I mean, he hits super hard. And honestly, I'm not even sure if we can do this yet because I don't have the rune equipped. I joined his covenant though, so we're gonna see. If he's there, then we'll fight Ludwig. If he's not, then we're just gonna have to go to Hemwick first. Fight Ludwig later. This is a good place to get a bunch of blood vials. That guy's guarantees a bunch every time. Alright, he's not here, so we have to go equip the rune. Well, looks like we're going through Hemwick. We got about 15 minutes. We could probably get a good chunk of the ways through Hemwick, honestly. In 15 minutes. Come here, go to the Grand Cathedral. As you can see, this thing does really well against beasts. Okay. Can I actually hit him? There we go. Tried to lock onto this dude like 3 times. He kept just flipping my camera around. I really like the transformed mode, but it is awful slow. I mean, it takes a minute. Ow, my fucking Jesus Christ, that hurt. Why are you way over there? Okay. So this shithole's all the way gone through. These guys all use that bone marrow ash, and so if they actually hit you with a bullet, it hurts really bad. But just kind of circle around the perimeter, then go kill that group of them. I think I'm starting to lose my voice. I can feel it trying to go. I didn't realize I was all the way out of stamina. I didn't mean to use that. Oh well. I'm a pretty big fan of this weapon in particular. I mean, it just scales so poorly into the end game. I think the best scaling it ends up with is C, which is just abysmal. That's always satisfying to me. I know one of those crows is friendly, but... Yeah, that guy wants to push you off a cliff. It's like her big thing. And her shove will absolutely... It staggers you back like 4 feet. Ow. You mind not doing that ever again? That'd be grand. See, that's that push. Shoved me way the hell back. You just gotta be careful with that. You got cocky with that backhand. I didn't want to just auto her down, because she'll fall off that cliff and survive and just keep throwing shit at you later. Okay, well, I guess I gotta deal with this asshole. Okay, listen, dickhead. Leave me alone. Trying to be very careful. Suck to die right here. Where did the dog go? Did it fall through the earth or something? What the hell? It just vanished. Little bastard. But yeah, you can also farm those dogs for regular bloodstone shards, which is probably a lot quicker than the giants. Although I'm pretty sure in the forest or Forbidden Woods you can also get a whole bunch of regular shards from the snakes. Yeah, we're just gonna get through this little area and then that'll be the end of the stream, and we'll pick this up later. Ah, finally got ourselves a triangular one. And here we got the Witches of Hemwick. So it's a pretty easy boss. The only ones that are really scary are those other dudes. Those guys. But if you stay away from them, they're pretty slow. The witch herself will just kind of teleport around the room. If you've got a keen eye, which I don't, you can see where she goes. She'll like pop up and be visible for a second. So now there's a second witch. Yeah, if you get too close and they start attacking at you, then they'll move a lot faster. She's gotta be low. Don't want to kill that first one yet. You definitely want to kill the second one. If you can kill the second one without killing the first one, the fight is much, much shorter. Okay. There we go. Yep. So if you kill the second one before you kill the first one, that's the end of the fight. But if you kill the first one, then it'll spawn a third one. So if you want the easiest fight, run around, try to find the one without a health bar. And now we can attach runes to our bodies. And what time is it? 5:01. We did the whole entirety of Hemwick within 15 minutes. It's a pretty short area. I figured as long as we don't die, which God knows that's been happening a lot.
Well, very...
Alright, now we can come up here to this altar and give ourselves some booms. Yep. There's all that. I'm thinking about doing the stream series and then I'll do a playthrough with videos and put it up on YouTube. Because that could be kind of cool actually. But what would I want to use for the playthrough? Maybe I'll go a totally different build and go like Arcane or something like that. Maybe I'll use weapons that I've never used. I mean, like, there's some weapons that I've never touched, like the stake driver. I haven't messed around too much with the boom hammer. Could be fun. We'll see how it goes though. Alright, well, if you enjoyed the stream, then that makes me happy. If you could leave a like and subscribe, that would be grand. And otherwise,